Hi, everyone. Welcome to our December 2024 Ask the Expert interview. Today, I'm happy to have Lion KLEF President Mac Ferguson with us today. So we are going to just check in with Lion Mac about his kind of first half of his year of presidency here with KLEF. So welcome, Mac. Thank you for being on with me today.
Hello, Lion Jennifer. Thank you for having me, and hello to all the Lions out in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Let's keep this thing rolling. We've been on a roll, and everything's looking great. Wow, that's all I can say is wow. Keep up the fantastic work.
Yeah, it's been a definitely a good year so far. So just jump right in here. Kind of anything that you would say to describe your first 6 months as president, or any notes at this point.
Well, there again, I've just been in awe of all the numbers that I've seen from KidSite to the Kentucky State Fair. The Vision Van has been out in the state, and just great work. Just great work, Lions. Let's keep it up. Let everybody know who we are. Get that word out there that the Lions are out there to serve. And, just wow. That's all I could say.
Well, you mentioned numbers, so we'll take a few minutes to kind of go over our numbers. And so for KidSite, our goal for the year is 15,000, and we are
Mhm.
just over half of that. So we're um, at 7,822. I looked this morning.
Awesome.
It's what Karen had on her spreadsheet. So
Isn't that amazing?
we're, yeah, we're, well on track to meet our goal because we're, just shy of halfway through the year, and we're just a little over halfway to that goal. So that's,
That's great.
a lot of
That's
kids 6 and under that are getting the services that they need.
I know Karen has done a lot of kids site there in Jefferson County.
Hmm.
Uh, Brag a little bit on my Lions here in Lexington.
Hmm.
Linda and her husband Dick Allen have
Hmm.
done a bunch of great kids site here. We just need to get more Lions out in the community, out in the state, and let people know that, hey, we're here to help. We want to help these babies. If they got a problem, let's do something about it.
Yeah, yeah. Need more Kid Site teams. So if anyone watching
Yes.
is interested in that, Karen Hayes is our state coordinator for Kid Site. So she can get you in touch with someone that's in your area that might have a camera to loan, or,
Right.
get you a camera to get trained on, and then go out and get involved in your community and provide these screenings.
Yeah, I've had a couple people call me and wanted to know about cameras. I said, call Karen. She'll look you up.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we'll talk about our vision van numbers. So our this vision van number does include some screenings that are provided by the spot camera.
Mhm.
So if they are older than 6, kind of out of the kid site cutoff, then we include them in the vision van numbers. But total right now was 16,846.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's great.
there's been a lot of groups going into schools and using those spot cameras on, third, fourth, fifth grade and up. And a lot of these numbers reflect that. So a lot of clubs are out doing school screenings, and that's really good. And that's a large portion of these numbers. Our goal for the year was 20,000. So you'll see we're well
We're
on
doing
our
pretty
way
good.
to getting
Doing
to
pretty
that
good.
goal.
Yeah.
So
Just
thank
want to
you.
remind everybody that that vision van is there to go wherever it's needed.
Mhm.
If it's needed in Eastern Kentucky, if it's needed in Northern Kentucky, Southern Kentucky, wherever, let somebody know. If need be, I'll go to Louisville and pick it up. You can meet me halfway. I'd love to see that thing up in Hazard, up in Jackson, uh, up in Florence. I know it's been up in Florence some, and we just need to get it out and about. And it's just the tool is there to use. Let's use it.
Yeah. Another good way to get your club involved in different community events that are going on.
Most
A lot of
definitely.
places have health fairs.
Most
That
definitely.
van can be used. We actually have two vans now in case someone hasn't seen our new van. We have our original van, and then we have a new bright purple van that's hard to miss. So, uh, and then we can provide training on that equipment. Um, we just need some time to get that set up, but
Right.
yeah.
And don't be intimidated by that equipment. I mean, if a dummy like me can use it, it's pretty simple. Karen or you or Lindy or anybody, any of the staff and a lot of experienced lines out there can show you exactly what needs to be done. It's not hard at all. It's just a matter of jumping in there and doing it.
Yeah. Yep. And um, so we're excited to get the vans on the road more in 2025 and
Mhm.
you know, get well beyond our goal of 20,000 this year. So,
Yes. And we're
um,
going to do it.
and I'll do a plug for Karen here in the state fair next year. If your
Yes.
club is interested in it and kind of want a place to come and be trained on the equipment where you have a lot of people around that know the equipment, state fair is the perfect time to come work a 4 or 5 hour shift, feel good about all of the equipment, and then, be able to take it next fall, get the
Right.
van and do a screening in your community.
Right. Right. Good point.
So. All right, we'll move to Hollerin. Our Hollerin program is one of our only programs that is geographically restricted, and that was the terms that were set up by Mr. John Hollerin, who donated the funds to provide the Hollerin program. But it's basically anyone in Jefferson County and any county that touches Jefferson, including 3 counties in southern Indiana. Um, and it's for individuals who are legally blind. So individuals who may need assistance with um, bus tickets, um, some sort of assistive devices. Sometimes they've helped with housing needs, things to make, talking microwaves or talking clocks, just things to make people's lives easier who are legally blind. So that program has served 30 individuals so far this year. Um, Goal for this year is 60. So we're again halfway there and
We're
halfway through
there.
the year. So we're in good shape there.
Now just imagine if you're visually impaired and you want to do something simple like, use a microwave or, just go shopping or look at your medication, you're going to need some help.
Mhm.
And, that's what KLEF is all about, helping folks.
Yep. And so our next program also provides a lot of help. It's our patron program, provides surgeries, as well as sometimes we will help with specialty lenses, scleral lenses, also assistive devices occasionally, but most of the time it's cataract surgeries. We've done cornea transplants. We are helping with an iris transplant from the a lady in Lexington that was recently
Mhm.
referred by your club. Um, so we're helping people all throughout the state with that program. And this year we've helped 23. Our goal is 40 for this year.
Awesome.
So we're
Awesome.
again well on the way there. And the patron program is something that is always um, in need. Some people have no insurance, and we're able to help cover the majority of a surgery. Some people have insurance, but they are on a fixed income and are not able to pay the $400 or $500 copay that's due at the time. So our expenses for each surgery varies depending on the situation, but it's good to be able to help.
The young lady here in Lexington that you mentioned there, you're helping, as an acquaintance of mine through another organization, and she has just been so grateful for the help. And there again, that's what we're there for. That's what KLEF, that's what the Lions Clubs are all about.
Yeah, she sent us a nice thank you card. It was nice. Um, And then last but not least, our newest program, our low vision clinic, which just opened just about a month ago, earlier in November. Um, that clinic has already seen 4 patients, and then there are 10 patients scheduled for later this month. So by the end of the year, we'll be at 14 patients if no one has to cancel or reschedule. So that's really good news. And our goal there for the fiscal year was 75. So I think when we set that goal, we probably anticipated it opening a little earlier than November, but
Right.
I think we'll
Right.
still see 10 to 12 patients per month. So we'll still be getting close to that.
Yeah, that's very exciting to take an old supply closet, turn it into a low vision clinic, and just think of the people we're going to be able to help. Right now, that 10 or 12 people doesn't sound like a lot of people, but imagine yourself if you are one of those folks.
Mhm.
If you're a family member of one of those folks and need some help. So, uh, there again, that's what we're all about. I hate to keep saying that, but that's what we're all about is to help folks.
That's true. That's true. So that's kind of our program recap at this time, halfway through the year. Is there anything that you kind of consider as either your greatest success during this time or KLEF's greatest success over these 6 months?
Fundraising events like the golf tournament has been fantastic. We raised almost $20,000 for that. Giving Tuesday, that came out really well. So let's just keep on keeping on and make the last half of the fiscal year as good as the first half.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll flip that on you and kind of ask what you think our greatest challenge has been to so far at this point of the year.
I think our greatest challenge is to keep everybody involved, keep all the Lions involved, and let everybody know what the Lions Club and our Commonwealth does. We not only help with glasses, we help with surgeries, um, you name it, as far as vision problems, we will probably help with it. But, just everybody needs to get out there and toot our horn a little bit, let them know that, hey, the Lions Club is nothing but an organization that wants to help.
Um, and so you and Lindy and Lion Carol Hollander, our previous president, met back in July and did one of these interviews and kind of talked about the goals and plans for the year. And one of the big focuses was our fundraising events. And you mentioned the golf scramble; it did really well this year. Our largest fundraising event is coming up in March. It's our Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball Awards ceremony. And I know it's something that you've always been passionate about, being there in Lexington. It's in your backyard and being from Eastern Kentucky and just being the basketball fan that you are. But
Yes, that's one of my favorite events of the year, as you know.
yeah, just wanted to talk about that event coming up March 16th, 2025. You're saying why talk about this in December, but March will be here,
Before you know it.
before we know it. We'll blink a few times and it will be March. So we wanted to just talk about that a little bit, but tickets are on sale now. Our website is Mr. and Miss KY basketball.com, and you can find the ticket link on that page. So anyone at home watching who's interested in attending the event, it has sold out the last couple of years since we've been back in person after COVID. So I would say if you for sure want to go, if your club is interested in going, go ahead and snag those tickets before we are in February and March and saying that we're sold out. So
Right. Get your
those,
tickets early, and especially the clubs. We need the club support as well as individual support. And as you're saying, there's going to be lots and lots of athletes and their families that want these tickets. So I encourage all of our Lions, all of our clubs to get the tickets early. And that's another fundraiser for KLEF is Mr. and Miss Basketball. What was we made last year? Close to $40,000.
mhm. Yeah.
And all that goes right back into helping folks. So let's break that goal this year. Let's break that 40,000 and just get more silent auction items, sell all these tickets, make it standing room only. Tickets go quick. I've been talking to some sportscaster friends. They've
Mhm.
been telling me about some of these kids that are really, really good candidates.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to it. I always look forward to it, but now even more.
Yep. Yep. One of our questions we always get is, I don't want to buy tickets until I know who the candidates are. Well, we have a candidate from each region in Kentucky. So the
Right.
KHSAA has 16 regions from Paducah to Pikeville. Um, so you are guaranteed, no matter what region you're in, to have a male candidate and a female candidate from
Right.
your region. So,
Right.
um, we can't guarantee who those are until the coaches and media vote on them, but we can tell you that there will be one in your region. So,
Exactly. And we need to let the folks know that that is not a Lions vote. That is a coaches and media vote, right?
right.
From
Mhm.
Mr. Mess.
Yep. Yep. So we have a minimum of 32 candidates. We also present some prestigious awards to other students. We have the Donna Murphy Award that goes to a female basketball player. We have the Wawa Jones Award, goes to an outstanding multi-sport athlete. We
Mhm.
have the Bill Kitely Award, which goes to an outstanding manager. We also do stats awards, which are just based on the stats from the KHSAA. So 10 students receive the best stats awards. So overall, we have over 50 student athletes from across the state in attendance and involved. And then we have some adult awards as well. We have the Hall of Fame awards that we present through the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches. We partner with them on the Kentucky All-Star Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
Um, and then we have a couple of other awards, and the agenda is always growing. We have a great MC and Christy Thomas. She'll be back again this year, so
Oh,
she
great.
she
She does a
works with
fantastic job.
yeah, she keeps us rolling and entertained, and is a really good host of the event. So we're looking
Right.
forward to that. Also want to say for any businesses, anyone who knows any business owners that might be interested in getting involved, we do have sponsorships available.
Mhm.
Sponsorships starting at 1,500. So a good way to get in front of a lot of high school basketball fans from across the state, Lions Club members, other businesses. So just a good way to support KLEF as well as get in front of several people. We usually have a little over 600 in attendance in
Mhm.
person, and then we have a virtual viewing option as well. So we have people watching from home too.
Great event. One of my favorites, as you know.
Yeah. Just want to do one more plug for clubs. We always invite clubs to attend the event. Again, get your tickets early. Clubs can sponsor candidates if your club is saying, well, I'd really like to, buy a table for the candidate in my region.
Uh,
We can definitely work with you on that.
right.
And we also, Mac mentioned the auction. We have a large online auction that's held the week of the event. So it'll open on March 10th this year, go through March 16th. Um, and we are really looking for more unique packages this year. So, we know that people from all over the state are going to be there.
Mhm.
So we'd like to get some great experiences. Some last year we had a couple of tickets to a theater in Paducah, and we had someone, who was excited to buy those. They said, "I've lived here forever, and I've never gone, and this is a good way for me to get to experience something in my community and support KLEF." So if clubs can kind of work together to put together a package representing their town, whether it's restaurant gift cards, if they're bourbon distilleries in your area, kind of tickets to places like that.
And imagine if somebody could get a basketball signed by, I don't want to mention any big names, but just you get a basketball signed by one of our UK stars or even U of L stars. Yeah. Don't, don't care if I did that. But anyway, if you get a signed ball, imagine how much that would go for.
Mhm.
That'd
Yeah.
be great, wouldn't it?
Yep, any kind of sports memorabilia. We have a lot of basketball fans in the room. A lot of these athletes play other sports as well. So there will be,
Right.
football fans in the audience, soccer, um, volleyball, just a lot of other um, fans there as well. So just encourage clubs and individuals to donate. We do need those items kind of before March 1st, just so we can package them all up and get them ready for the auction.
Right. And I think it's fun meeting all the kids, all the candidates. I'm 6 foot tall, and for me to look up at somebody and say, "Hey, I know you, I know your name. It's good to meet you." Some of these kids are pretty big.
Yeah, they definitely are. Last thing I want to plug is just volunteering during the event. We are always looking for volunteers for the day of the event, as well as prior to kind of help with those auction items.
And I'm sure everybody's going to want to help. Spend the weekend in Lexington. Come get you a room at the Marriott and just have a nice weekend. There's a lot to do besides the Mr. Miss Basketball.
Yeah. Glad you mentioned the hotel. We do have discounted room rates with them, and that is available now. So if you go on the website, you can go ahead and book your hotel room. I believe the rate is like 119, which is a really good rate for the Marriott. So
That's a great rate. But now keep in mind, if you do check and it could be sold out, there are 3 or 4 other hotels right in the general area. So just, Google Lexington, Newtown Pike hotels, and it's going to give you the name of several hotels in the area. So don't worry about, not staying at the Marriott. Plenty of room right beside of it.
yep, that's right. So all right. Well, that has been our kind of recap or of our 2025 needs for Mr. and Miss Kentucky basketball. So we hope that we see everyone who watches this there. Hope you all are able to come and enjoy the event. So we'll kind of switch back out of event mode here and just wanted to ask what feedback you've heard from other Lions or from our partners about our efforts and our work this year.
Heard nothing but great things about KLEF. Um, the work that we do, the vision van, the kids site, uh, it's just fantastic, and the numbers show that.
All right. Um, my kind of last two questions here are just about your time as presidency. Do you have any kind of legacy that you're wanting to leave behind or ideas for the future of KLEF?
That's a tough question. I just want everybody to say, "Hey, he did a good job. He helped do some good fundraising, and a, a lot of good work came out of his presidency."
Very good. Well, we've already, we can already say that because we're right on track for all of the goals that we have. And we have a new program during your presidency, which will be very helpful to many people. So we appreciate all of your work, not only this year, but in the years that have led up to this. I know it's a 4 or 5 year track to become president, and we thank you for your efforts and your time and support.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it tremendously, and the folks that are coming behind me, Pam and Pam, are going to do a fantastic job also. So we're going to be in good hands. I will do everything I can to finish out my term, and there we go. We'll pass the torch and be in great hands.
There you go. Well, thank you for talking with me today, Mac. Thank you for coming on board as the president of KLEF, and thank you for all that you're doing, not only for KLEF, but for the Lions of Kentucky. Lions of Lexington are, blessed to have you. And thank you for all that you, and I want to say Cynthia too. I know it's a team effort sometimes. So thank you to her as well.
My pleasure. I enjoy every minute of it and look forward to seeing everybody soon.
All right. Well, with that, we will wrap up our December 2024 Ask the Expert interview. Thank you again, President Mac, for being on with us today. We hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.